Hey everyone, this is Dor coming to you live from beautiful Portugal. Today what I wanted to talk to you about is how to become the source of your own possibilities. But before that, let's go buy a vegan neta. Hello! Darling paper.
Can I post it the box?
Wow,
If you want to put cinnamon.
amazing.
Like more this one.
That was yummy. And now let's talk about how to become the source of your own possibilities. So for many years I had this victim mentality that I wasn't aware of. It's like you blame other people, you give your authority to other people, whether it's can be the government or can be your boss at work or can be your friends, your colleagues, basically everyone. And what do? You put your authority in them instead of bringing your authority into your center. And this way you feel, yeah, I'm a victim, you have this story. So a good example for me that I discovered while doing possibility management, that when I was young, in these healing processes that we do in possibility management, we dive deep into the first time you had this emotion. So basically when we're doing emotional healing processes in possibility management, it's something triggering you in your day-to-day life. And then you go to the healing process to figure out what it is. And maybe that thing is something from your childhood. So for me, I discovered that in my childhood, when I was left a grade, they left me one grade in kindergarten, I decided that in that moment I'm not gonna take responsibility and the grown-ups, quote-unquote, are responsible, and they basically screwed me over. And then I decided to be a victim, basically. Then I decided that I'm not gonna grow up, I'm not gonna be like them, and I'm gonna always play small, be little, not show up. And that's something that affected me my whole life. And we have all these things that are affecting in us, and we don't even know. Because maybe in my mind I was this awesome self-development coach that knows everything and knows how to do. But part of these decisions that I forgot are in my energetic body, in my emotional body. And we have 4 bodies in possibility management. And they were stuck there in this body, and those things create emotional resistance to things that you want to get. So for example, now if I want to organize my own event, my own talk, and I think and intellectually I think, yeah, I need to do it, I can do it, yeah, everything is fine. And then something goes wrong and I need to find a place to do it. In my mind I think I need to find a place and everything, but somewhere in my emotional body I have this experience of not feeling good enough and deciding that I'm not going to take responsibility and I'm not going to be the source of my own possibilities, that someone else needs to give me these possibilities. So I'm going to start acting like a victim, and I'm going to, no, it's not going to work, this is never going to happen, I'm not going to find a place to do it. And basically not be the source of my own possibilities in this case. And I won't understand why. And that's why it was important for me to bring you that, because maybe you have something in your life that you're stuck with. Maybe it's something that you don't know even why are you stuck with, because intellectually you think, I should get it by now, I should have that and that amount of money by now, I should have this and this partner, let's say this, by now I should have this serious girlfriend that I'm gonna marry or something like that. and you have all these things that you think about, by now I should have these things, but you don't, and you don't know why you're stuck in your life. So a lot of it comes to things that are stuck in our emotional and energetic body. So in that example, for example, after I did the healing process, I could make new decisions. And in those decisions, after really completing the emotion that was on the moment that I decide, and we have a special process for this that is called possibility management healing process. So after completing this emotion in a certain way, I could then make new decisions. And the new decisions are, I'm gonna be the source of my own possibilities. So next time a problem like this is gonna appear, and it's not gonna be only my intellectual part of me that say, okay, let's solve this problem. It's gonna also be my emotional and my energetical body that decide, now I'm gonna be the source of my own possibilities. And this way you kind of become unstoppable. I mean, there's not a lot of things that can stop you when all your bodies want something, right? It's like, it's not only your intellectual, it's not energetically and emotionally. You think, okay, I'm gonna get this stuff. I don't have at least I don't have resistance to get that stuff. And it's much more easier when you don't have resistance to get the stuff you need. So basically all of this is how to get what you want in life. Because a lot of the things we run into in the world, it's people basically directing us to get other things, not to get what we want, to get what they want. They're trying to sell us on staying in this corporate job, be a good boy or girl, be a nice guy, just be yourself and just play down and be in any relationship that just appears in front of you, and commit to the rest of your life. And also buy a house, buy our products, buy our shirts, wear the shirt so it fits you, and all of this modern culture bullshit. And that's what they try to sell us basically. And they want us to, quote unquote, have our act together. Who's they? Well, it doesn't matter. It's the system or people, or maybe it's humanity. Maybe it's something within each and every one of us. Maybe it's also me. It doesn't matter the they part. Just ignore the they part. Who's they? So it's basically social conditioning. And they don't want us to take responsibility for our emotion and have these healing processes so we can really be responsible for who they are, because then we're not going to buy the products, we're not going to play along with this game, and we're not going to be the nice guys. We're going to put boundaries and we're going to say what we want in the world. Like, we don't want your fucking corporation to keep taking our natural resources. We're not going to agree to that if we're going to stand up for ourselves. And this is what it's really about, to build this next culture where we take responsibility for ourselves and we don't need these corporations and governments and things like that to tell us what we need to do. And this is how we basically take our authority back to ourselves, to our center. And this is how you become the source of possibilities for yourself. You stop putting the responsibility and authority in someone else to give you the responsibilities. So in this moment, an interesting question is, who are you waiting for to give you possibilities? Is it your coach, like your life coach? Is it your psychotherapist? Is it your friends that give you advice? Is it your parents? Is it like a YouTube video? Is it the television, a TV series on Netflix? Who are you waiting to give you that possibilities? And after you ask yourself this, you want to see what resistance do you have to being your own source of possibilities. So a good example of this is you want to decide on something. Okay, I need to do this for my business. I want to start my own business. Just this person I was talking to just gave me that question. Is like, I want to stop working in my corporate job they work for a web platform, never mind, and they want to do their own thing. They have this craft that they're doing and they want to move to this business, and in that moment they can ask themselves, how do I do it? And they can start creating possibilities for themselves. It doesn't mean that you don't get possibilities from other people as well. You can ask for possibilities and you can ask for help from other people. I do it, definitely. And then, but still, they sit there and they think, okay, I want to start my own business. I want to quit my corporate job. What I'm going to do? And they have this option of putting their possibilities, their responsibility for their possibilities on someone else. Maybe it's even someone from the past, like they can say in that moment, in like a victim mode, like, my parents didn't put me to good enough school, so I don't have enough qualification to open my own business, or to give their authority to like an institute. Like, I wasn't in university and I didn't study business, so I don't know how to open my own business. Or they can put it on some mentor. So they watch this mentor on YouTube, like Gary Vee, and Gary Vee said, don't start a business. He's not gonna say that, by the way, but just for the example, and Gary Vee said, don't open your own business on your when you're 30. And then they're not gonna do it because they put their possibilities on someone else. So that's the negative example. So someone is making noise behind me, and that's the negative example. So he gave us a negative example for a negative example. Perfect. And so how can you actually give yourself possibilities? You can start becoming your source of possibilities. So the other example is, how can you become the source of possibilities for yourself? So you can start giving yourself possibilities about that. So you can start giving yourself possibilities around that. A good start is just starting to write stuff. Starting to write the first thing that comes from you, to come to you from the unknown. Like, just start a blank page and write like 10 things. And then feel if you have resistance. And if you have a resistance, I know a lot of people that I give them their exercise. The resistance start by not even taking a page and a pen. And then some people have the problem of writing the first few words, and some people have the problem to completing this task. And some people complete this task and they have resistance to show it to someone. So if you have resistance on this moment, it means that you probably need a healing process around the resistance. What the resistance come from? Where in your life you felt like you're not good enough to give yourself possibilities, and then you had an emotion, anger, sadness, or something like that, and you got stuck. And nobody completed this emotion, and until this day you're still stuck. So you start something like this. You start to write possibilities on a piece of paper. Or another thing you can do, you can give yourself the possibility of asking for help, for someone else to give you possibilities. And then you ask one of the possibilitators from possibility management, and you call them. Or you can ask me, Dor, give me possibilities. In my new website, I just have this box. It says, I need possibilities for, and everyone can just fill it up and ask for possibilities there. So you can just fill up this box, and I need possibilities. Give me possibilities. And it doesn't mean that you're not becoming the source of your own possibilities, because when you do that, if you're doing it from a place that I'm my own source of possibilities and want possibilities to ask for more possibilities from other people, it's fine. But if you're doing it from a victim point of view, it's like, I'm not good enough to think about something on my own, I'm just gonna fail. Then you're doing it from a victim point of view. But yeah, asking for possibilities for yourself. Another thing you can do is you can ask your energetical body, or you can ask your energetic body. It's a little bit harder. You can do it by doing meditation. I also teach meditation. In a lot of my meditations that I do, I get the most amazing possibilities, and I'm getting them from just the energetic body itself, from the unknown. I'm getting possibilities. So for example, I'm thinking, how can I market my business better? And I'm doing meditation and suddenly the answer comes up. That's an example from asking from the energetical body. And you can also ask for possibilities from your emotional body. For example, you're angry and you say, what is the anger about? And you ask yourself, what is this anger about? Why am I angry when I need to do this task and I feel resistant to? Or fear. Fear is amazing, has amazing knowledge and information in it. So let's say you want to start your new job, like we gave in the example. You want to quit your corporate job and you want to start your own business, and then you feel fear, and you ask the fear what it is about. You ask yourself, what is this fear about? And the fear gives you an answer. Try it, it's amazing. I didn't believe it in the beginning, but when I did it, it's like I asked my fear, what are you about? And then the fear told me, I'm afraid that I'm gonna organize this event and nobody's gonna come. And then I say, thank you, fear. Thank you for telling me that. Now I'm gonna decide what to do with it. And this way you're not a victim to your emotion. You just decide what you're gonna do. And this way the fear, it can give you a lot of information and not just leave you paralyzed from doing stuff. You can also ask the other two emotions. You can ask your joy. Joy, when you're feeling joy around doing something, give me possibilities. So sometimes, when we have something really amazing in our life and it's finished, and then you go back to being stuck. And we hate that feeling, because sometimes I used to hate when good stuff happens, because I know that after the good stuff, bad stuff happens, quote unquote good and bad. Why is that? Because every time after the event of the goodness happened, I didn't have more possibilities. So you can ask your joy for more possibilities. Joy, what do you have for me? I'm feeling joy, what do you have? And your joy can tell you, after this event, you need to make another event even bigger. And then you're like, whoa, thank you. And then you have more possibilities. Or it can be your joy, your fear, your anger, and your sadness. You can ask your sadness. I know a lot of people that they want possibilities around something and they start to cry. And they start to cry and they're like, I can't make it, I can't make this test, it's too hard. And you can ask your sadness, what is this? What are these possibilities? What is this sadness about? Why am I sad? And your sadness can tell you, I'm sad because I know that after this test I'm gonna be in a new place and I have fear about it. Or your sadness can tell you, I'm sad that I'm gonna leave all my friends after this test is over. And then you say, sadness, give me more possibilities. And your sadness can give you possibility to connect with your friend for one last time, create this jam, cool jam when you're all playing with the guitar and connecting being to being. And you also, that's the emotional body, and you can also get possibilities from your physical body. So a lot of times I want to surf in my mind, I want to go surfing, but my body doesn't want to go surfing. He's tired, he doesn't feel it, he doesn't want to go into the water. My body is mainly fire element, so sometimes I'm cold and I don't want to go into the water. So you can ask your body for possibilities. What do you want to do? It can give you possibilities. It's very straightforward. And you can also ask your intellectual body, just like strategize. Intellectual body can give you ideas in the form of strategy or analyzing things. What's my possibilities? And you can just start to put all the option in a grid, like good, bad, from 1 to 10, how much this possibility is helpful. You can start to let your intellectual body bring you possibilities. So from having no possibilities, now you have so many options to ask for possibilities, right? Let's sum this video up. You can either be a victim and say I don't have possibilities and stay stuck at what you really want to get, and then probably go on the mainstream course of just giving your center away and buying a lot of shit. Or you can become the source of your own possibilities. So the first thing is you can just do it, just give yourself possibilities, and then if you feel resistance, take a emotional healing process from possibility management. And you can also ask for possibilities from the 4 bodies. So emotional, intellectual, energetical, and physical body. They can give you a lot of information about that. And you can also ask for other people for help to give you possibilities. So one possibility is ask for possibilities. So this is everything you can do to become your own source of possibilities. I wish you the most amazing time to become your own source of possibilities. Make sure to check my website. I have a new website. It's called doorway2possibilities.com. Make sure to check it out. Check some services. You can, if you need help with something, you can pretty much contact me there. And I see you next time. Bye.